Yeah, I just don't. I haven't from day one been into the fact of, you know, talking about private things that went on in the royal family when they were a part of it. And the thing is, it's just their point of view. We haven't had the other point of view. And it's like, don't bring it to the public. Nobody wants to know about it. Every family has problems. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
And I just think that from day one, they've handled it very badly. And you know what? They wanted their freedom. They have it. But they want more than just their freedom. They want to be two very important people politically.
Yeah, but they want the royal...
Okay.
Take it easy. But I think if they keep poking their nose into American and political affairs and the Constitution and so on, it's not going to end well. I can tell them that. I want to talk to you also about...
It's like he's only... I was just going to say, he's only been here 2 minutes and he wants to run the country. It's like, hold on.
It's completely absurd. Talking about Dave Chappelle. So Dave Chappelle, I don't know if you'll be following this, but he did this big Netflix special. He told some trans jokes. You know, some people thought it was funny, including trans people. Other people, including other...
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Trans people hated it, wanted him cancelled. Netflix stood by him. But he was due to play in a gig in Minneapolis yesterday, and they cancelled it, the organisers, at the last minute, and issued this ridiculous, pompous statement about how, you know, they hadn't been aware that it wouldn't be a safe space for employees and so on. What do you make of this? It comes at a time when John Cleese actually has come out with an interesting comment about the threat to comedy at the moment from this cancel culture. Here's what John Cleese had to say.
A lot of comedians now are sitting there, and when they think of something, they start thinking, oh, could I get away with that? I don't think so. So-and-so got into trouble when he said that, or she said that. You see what I mean? And that's the death of creativity.
And I think look, I'm not a big fan of John Cleese, to be honest, these days. He's a bit of a miserable old bore, and he can't stand me, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, I love him.
Wait for it.
Love him.
Well, we'll agree to disagree about him. I'll probably get on fine with him, actually. If you're watching, John, come and do an interview. But here's the statement that really made me puke. The Dave Chappelle show tonight at First Avenue has been cancelled. To staff, artists in our community, we hear you. We are sorry. We know we must hold ourselves to the highest standards. We let you down. We're not just a blank box with people in it. We understand First Avenue is not just a room, but meaningful beyond our walls. The team and you have worked hard to make our venues the safest spaces in the country.
Stop it.
And we'll continue with that mission. We believe in diverse voices and the freedom of artistic expression, but in honouring that, we lost sight of the impacts it would have. I mean, what a load of old guff. Right? What they really mean is, we are going to decide what you're allowed to find funny. That's it.
It's ridiculous. It's, again, a case of freedom of speech. This man is a brilliant writer, a brilliant comic, and when you watch him, he just doesn't tell silly jokes one after the other to try and offend. It always goes along with a story, and there's always the beginning, middle, and end, and it always comes around to, well, what do you think about it? This is what I think, and he...
Wait for it.
...does it superbly.
The point is, he's not transphobic.
If we can't...
He's not transphobic, but he thinks you should be able to tell... You should be able to tell jokes about trans people, like we tell jokes about everybody. And actually, they're funny as jokes.
Of course.
Here it comes.
And the thing is, if there are many trans people that he offends, it's very, very simple. Don't watch.
Yes.
Turn it off. Go and watch something else.
Fact.
But there are also millions of people that love him, that do want to watch him. I'm one of them. I think he's a genius.
Oh, no question.
But the thing is, it's like, it's simple. Why do people make such a big deal about, you know what he does, you know what he's famous for, don't watch it. Simple.
I think if we can't tell inappropriate jokes anymore, you and I are going to have to go and live on a desert island somewhere with Ozzy.
Oh, God, we might as well live in bloody Russia. I mean, if you can't laugh, right? you've got to laugh. You know, you've got to have irony. You've got to laugh. With the state of the world right now, if you can't go out or watch something at home that's funny, what are we going to do?
Do you know what I read the other day? Was that there's lots of WhatsApp groups now that everybody's on where inappropriate jokes are told because it's in secret. And I thought, how incredible, what a damning indictment of our society. In a way, it is a bit like Russia or North Korea or China, where people feel they have to go underground to crack a joke in case somebody's upset and you end up losing your job or your livelihood.
Exactly. I mean, all the time people send me things and I'm like, where the
Wait for it.
hell did you find that? You know, and some of them are funny, some of them aren't, but it's like, who the hell is making all this stuff? But some of it is very funny.
Sharon, fantastic.
And, you know, it's humour.
Of course it's humour.
Go on.
Sharon, great to talk to you. Send Ozzy my best. Tell him I'm sorry he bottled it, but as soon as he grows a pair, get on this show and be uncensored for me. He owes me one, all right?
He owes you big time, and I'm going to tell him he's got to...
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
Come on and do a river dance for you.
Yes, he has. I look forward to seeing him very soon. Sharon, great to talk to you. I'm so glad the old man's back on his feet.
Piers.
I know how worried you've been as a family. He is indomitable. He's indestructible. And
oh, my God!
Unfortunately, he's not on the show. But we will see him soon. Sharon, great to see you.
All right.
All the best.
Loves you.
And the doyen of royal journalists and authors, Angela Levin, joins me live now. She is, of course, the biographer of Prince Harry and Queen Camilla. And Angela, breaking news.
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
It's all going wrong for the Sussexes. Their chief of staff, Josh Kettler, out of a job after just 3 months. What is it about these two that means no one
Stop it.
either wants to or is able to work with them?
Yes, things that they're doing are crumbling in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Josh. He was employed as chief of staff, and he had a very good comment about him, that he was used to working with demanding bosses in high performance companies. So you would imagine, yes, let's grab him. He's just right for Meghan. And it turns out that he's there mainly for Harry to help him find new paths. But it's been obviously not a good
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
idea. The magazine people in America actually said that it was mutual, and it wasn't just him and it wasn't just them. They decided it wasn't suitable. But I tend not to believe that.
Fact.
Really, because it's just before the two of them go to Colombia. This is a very, very dangerous place. And he was there for the 10th Invictus Games. He was with Harry in the St. Paul's Cathedral.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And he was there in Nigeria trying to look after him, not in a not in a father-son way, but just to make sure that everything went as smoothly as it could be. And to lose your chief of staff is very, very difficult. You must have to grab somebody who will want to help you. They're only going for 4 days, but they're 4 dangerous days.
Are you serious?
And they need someone else, but he's off. He couldn't obviously wait just for that. And I think that says it all, because you would say, look, I don't think I'm right for this. And they said, no, I don't think you are either. Well, why don't you come with us to Colombia?
Yeah,
and
let's
then,
see you
that's
through
it.
the trip.
It's very unusual for somebody who seems as solid as Josh, that you don't wait for actually a big deal.
Well, that's the thing. He's an experienced guy. He had a good track record.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, if you're blaming anyone, Angela, you've got to look at the people who seem to fall out with whoever they work with. It's extraordinary.
Fact.
And the other problem that we've got, Angela, is they lie when they're trying to spin to their fond magazines like People or Newsweek, who are very supine and report exactly what they want to, because they're now trying to say, Angela, that they only hired this guy for a trial period. That's rubbish. We all saw the press release with you trumpeting him as the next best thing. Yet again, you have proven impossible to work with, and no one wants to stay.
He's 18th or 19th person who has resigned or gone since they left being
Stop it.
working royals. Now that is colossal, isn't it? Because the one thing that the royals need, or even if they're not royals, that people like them need, who haven't got experience, especially Meghan, you need to know how to behave, what to do. You need advice. It's very, very important. And any royal visit abroad is attended by a great deal of attention, that it's safe, that the people that they're going to see are honourable.
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
And it's all done very, very carefully. And this is an absolute disaster. But obviously, there's something there that people don't like. I mean, I know we're going to talk about this later, but
Are you serious?
Meghan can't find chefs. And the reason she can't find chefs, I was told, was that she wants top chefs, which sounds very nice, but she interferes with them all the time. Now, if a top chef does his